Welcome to the podcast. We haven't done it in 18 years. I think we did it last week.
I think we did too. It just
No, we
feels
skipped a
like
week.
18
2
years.
weeks. We're off. It's 2 weeks.
That's true. Yeah, 4th of July.
4th of July and Mexico. You were in Mexico.
I went to Mexico. It was great.
Did you meet any Mexicans?
Cabo has 0% Mexicans.
Cabo.
No, it was interesting. I have a couple of stories, but I feel like first let's start with you.
I got nothing.
You went to a concert.
I went and saw Blink-182.
How was it?
Fine. It was fun. Here's the thing, is their band I loved when I was like young, and so I was like, nostalgia, that's cool. It'll be fun. But the difference is I've matured past the Blink-182 phase of my life. So when I go see bands like that I loved when I was a kid, a lot of those bands, some of the lyrics still mean something to me, or they mean like a time period in my life that it correlates, right? Emotionally with me. And Blink-182 is like piss cunt, motherfucker, ass liquor, la la la.
Is it like that?
It is. That's literally a song.
Oh, okay.
And so
it
that's
resonates.
playing, and I'm like, I don't feel the same way as Blink-182 as I do a lot of other nostalgia acts I like to go see, and I like to go see some nostalgia, but the lyrics are so superficial and silly that I'm like, okay, I feel silly singing out loud.
You don't strike me like, I feel like you're the type of person at a concert who like kind of wants to feel sad.
That's fucked up.
I mean,
also, Ben, laugh into your mic if you're not going to be in the room with us.
I like feeling sad sometimes with music, but like I have hype music and I have like sad music, and the sad music I keep for like my car or,
What's your hype music?
Music
Up the jams, pump it up.
Now,
Why that beat is pumping.
It's very related to my husband.
Wow, gosh.
So he loves...
Everyone's sick of hearing about this guy.
I know. He loves EDM, and then we both love reggaeton.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so reggaeton. It's cheesy.
I don't want to hang out with you guys in Mexico.
You would have so much fun. You can't
you didn't send me the dates. You said we were going to go.
You can't not have fun with a guy. Literally, you're welcome anytime in August.
Well, you said that you got to look at the schedule. I'm waiting on you. Ben is also waiting on you.
There'll be other people there, but it doesn't matter. You guys are priority. I don't care.
No, we're not priority over...
I have my two best girlfriends are coming, and they're awesome. If you came when they were there, it'd be awesome. No.
Oh, wow.
Not at all. But if you want to try and... Well, I can't.
Damn, no, I don't want to do anything.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, that's fine. Look, it kind of looks okay there.
It actually looks cool.
Yeah.
You'll notice we got a lot of little trinkets.
We did get trinkets.
I've been shopping on Temu, Temu, and they should be our first sponsor.
Is it a massive Chinese company?
Oh, it's a Chinese warehouse
Pay
of
us.
some
You have
sort.
the money.
I think I spent $400.
Yeah, well,
just buying bullshit. Look,
Andrew
these guys,
got me an emotional support penis.
Banana. I would buy you a penis.
Very phallic.
Look at that. Look at that. You can hardly fit it in your mouth.
It is very comforting. It's very soft.
Yeah. You know what? You always play with that dumb dog that my kid left here. And
I did steal your kid's toy.
Exactly, and I can't find it anymore. I think he stole it and took it home with you. He's been crying every day. So, but I saw that, and it was $4 from some Chinese kid that made it.
It reminded you of me.
Yeah, look, we got one here. Look, I'm trying to liven up this place a little bit.
I think it looks great.
And also, just throw this out there. We got a whole new system. Ben used to sit in this room with us. He no longer does. He's in a command center. But we got all these things. Put Ben in the corner real quick.
Hello, everybody.
Look,
hey.
Ben is in a whole different room, and he's controlling. He's God. He's controlling everything from a different room. It's kind of neat, and we're trying to up our podcast what's the right word? Production. And so we put
Not a good start.
Yeah. So, there's going to be some hiccups. We're going to flip through and probably fuck up a little bit, but don't blame us. Ben's going to get better at it.
Yeah, blame Ben.
Yeah.
So, Ben, how do you feel about that?
How do you feel? How's it feel being in a different room?
It sucks. I miss you guys.
You're literally, I can hear you in the other room.
I'm so sad.
If I had my headphones off, I could still hear you.
That's great. That's cool.
It's kind of neat. It's like a nice little command center. Anyways, enough of the fifth wall or the fourth wall. What is it called?
The fourth wall.
What we were talking, Mexico.
Yeah, no, you were talking about emotional support things you bought on Temu. Speaking of emotional support, that is no longer allowed on flights, but you can bring a service animal. So I did bring my service dog. I'm just going to really
blew
quickly
you the entire
just
flight.
Heavy quotes.
Service dog. Come on, that's pretty good.
I mean, he's the one, by the way, that needs service constantly. Not that kind of service.
You blow your dog.
Well, that's a separate thing. That has nothing to do with what happens on the plane. He needs service constantly. He needs support constantly. But we thought it would be a good idea to bring him. We brought him. It's actually really fucking easy. If anyone wants to game the system, it's so easy. On the way home, he was fine the whole time. We were worried about him though. Like, you want to just get drunk on the beach and
of course.
You're worried about him. So on the way home, he's an old man. He's been flying forever. I put him under the seat like usual. He goes to sleep. I put my tray table down. I'm having a snack. It's a short flight. I put the tray table back up. There's no dog under the seat.
Whoa, he just went while walking up and down the aisles?
No, I'm in the window.
Oh my God. I'm excited. If I saw, first of all, I've seen a picture of your dog. Very cute.
He's the sweetest.
But if I was on a plane and a little dog that looked like that walked in between, like started walking underneath my seat, I would snatch him, I would put him in a bill bag, and I would have a new dog.
He's not that little. He's like also... It's confusing because he's little, but he's like a brick house. He's like, ooh, like he looks like he works out. And so I'm like freaking the fuck out.
Still a
I'm
French
like,
bulldog.
I know, but by the way, if you're on an international flight, that's more rare for there to be an animal. You look.
Can we? Yes, Mexico is an international flight, but
I'm just saying you don't look.
You're not
down.
going overseas, really. It's a 2-hour flight.
Fair, but you still. I don't think
Do you even
anybody
go through customs?
Yeah, you have to go through customs, of course. And no one looks down expecting to see like a 30-pound bat pig like creature at their feet, like a massive rat. I don't know if you're not a dog person too.
Did you hear a yell?
So I don't hear a yell, but I was like, what the fuck? He's not there. By the way, I brought him on a million flights. This has never
First
happened
time
before.
He ran away.
So I'm waking up Jeremy. I'm like, fuck. We're like looking around, and this cool, like hip, laid back girl, probably in her early 20s, is just like, oh, yeah, he's here. And it was right in the seat in front of us.
Petting him?
She was just like hanging out with him.
That's awesome. I would do the same thing.
But thank God it was her and not someone who freaked out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I'm like profusely apologizing. And she just like picks him up. Again, he's kind of a chunk. He's a little fatty.
And some people are terrified of dogs no matter what size.
She just scooped him up and like put him over the seat, but I really lucked out because I looked down and he wasn't there and I was freaking out. But no, the trip was so fun. I love people watching, like day drinking on the beach. It's kind of fun. You're going to Mexico next week.
Next week, I'm gonna go to Mexico twice in a month.
Okay,
I'm gonna go next week, and then I'm coming to see you.
And
we're gonna record. I'm not joking. We're recording live episodes. Not live, but
okay.
We're recording on the beach.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Why not? I'll buy the ticket now.
I tried to get you to do like one thing. You're always saying you didn't invite me to this or we should go do that. And then I text you and I hear from you. I once texted you about a joke and you texted me back 3 weeks later.
I did respond though.
3
Was
weeks
I in Australia?
Later. No.
Okay.
Not even at all.
Time zones are tricky.
You were in the same time zone.
I'm bad at texting and I forget. And sometimes, and here's the thing, also with you specifically, we're in a group chat. So more of our talking is via the group chat. And so via group chat, and then you text me, and then I always forget. I've always got a lot of unread text messages. I'll tell you how many I got right now. It's listen, you're not the only person who's upset about this. Everyone's always like, you never text me back.
If a man ever tells
128.
If a man ever tells you like, oh, the time zones and this is so triggering for people, for especially women to listen to.
I think, first of all, I know plenty of women that don't text me back. No, I know. I know plenty of.
Thing.
I know plenty of people who are very slow at texting back. So
it does feel like a thing.
It is probably more of a guy thing than a girl thing, but I don't.
And it also feels like a dating thing. Like if you're just like friends and like you should just like not try to be cool.
Do you think I'm ignoring your text to be cool? You think in my head I go, if I wait 3 weeks, she's gonna think I'm so cool.
Kind of. I think you're like, I'm so busy.
I am busy.
She doesn't know how. Like everybody's gonna know how busy I am if I just never text them back. Because I'm so busy.
I am busy.
Everyone has their phone in their hand at all times. We're all addicts.
But this is what happens: is I see a text come in, and I go, "Okay, I don't have time to answer. I'll get to it later." Then 5 more texts come in later, and then I see those texts, and I answer those, and then yours is in the back, and then I forgot about it, and then it's not even on the front page anymore. I got to scroll down to see things, and and also I got to be honest, I don't like looking through I drink so much at night that sometimes I text my friends embarrassing ass shit. And I'm like, I don't like to fucking share that. I send Zod all these jokes. I got high the other day. I watched the Truman Show and really spiraled about how that's really just a movie about kidnapping, gaslighting, and raping. So if you really break it down, they kidnap a kid at birth. They raise him by actors. They pay someone to have sex with them, his wife. That's fucking full on rape. And then they gaslight him. They're like, no, you're not crazy. They're like, no, you're going crazy. Everything's fine. This is normal life. They gaslight him the whole goddamn thing, and the whole movie is fucked.
Yeah, it's unethical as shit. I think that's like the whole.
Yes, that is the point-ish. But this was around. This is around before we really termed any of those fucking gaslighting, the fucking all that shit. I mean, we knew what rape was back then, still, but
although I mean, there was consent.
No, because she's not even who she said she was. In my opinion, if someone lies you completely, right? It
happens all the time.
Okay, but if let's just say hypothetical situation, you're single, I'm single. This is years ago. We're attracted to each other, but I just lied to you. I say my name is Michael Jordan. I can't think of. I'm really bad at thinking of random names. My name is Michael B. Jordan.
You're a terrible liar.
Hypothetical. I'm Michael B. Jordan. I'm rich, millionaire. That's what I tell you, right? You're like, ooh, what a. He's got all these things going for him. Good for him. We go home together. We hook up. The next day, I ghost you, right? You find out later that I am no longer Michael B. Jordan because I never was Michael B. Jordan. I am just fucking Andrew Youngblood, and at the time, just a bartender loser, no money, broke, all that stuff. Now, that's pretty shitty. It's probably not rape. It was consensual. But,
yeah, it's just not rape.
But if you're lying about it, you're in the Truman Show situation, this lady is paid to lie to this person.
His whole life is a lie, which is a little bit different. But like, also,
that's Stockholm syndrome.
Everything
He's a sex
isn't
slave.
everything. So like, this is exactly the problem with a lot of people. Like, everybody has these tools, this like therapist speak now, right? And there's no nuance. So everything is automatically everything. So is it
I think
shitty?
You're gaslighting me right now.
Is it shitty when someone lies to you?
Yes.
Yes. Is it shitty when people are
rape.
assholes?
You're right.
Is it shitty when people ghost? There's so many bad things about that situation, but it is not rape if I went home with you and chose to have sex with you.
Okay, but what about the Truman Show?
What you did? Yeah.
What about the Truman Show situation?
I think there's a term for that, and it's the honeypot. Like when CIA agents would seduce people to get like national secrets or whatever. So that's kind of what it is. It's like she was paid to seduce him.
So actually, I heard a
She
story.
didn't. The whole premise is he didn't even like her.
I literally heard a story.
He liked this other girl. Remember, he never forgets about her. He's like obsessed with her. She basically is like, Truman, this is all for you. When he's like in high school, and then they kick her off the show basically, and then they like force this girl on him, and he marries her. And you know, remember? It's a good movie. Rewatch it, but get high first, and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's that is a whole different situation. They robbed him of his life of his
kidnapping
for
sure.
They
right?
robbed him of his freedom of choice. Right?
Yeah.
They predestined everything for him, which is like they played God, which is fucked up on a whole.
Is there a law against playing God?
Separate level. I think there's a law against freedom of choice and like freedom of people's individual. I feel like here in the United States, I won't speak for everywhere in the world, but like ideally their freedom of choice, pursuit of happiness, whatever that is to them, not like predetermining their whole world for them. So that's different. But I definitely think like rape is out of the equation. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm defending.
I get it. I get what you're saying. It feels weird to me. Yes, it is weird, but it is like she was paid to like. It just feels like very sex trafficking.
Yeah, she's a sex worker, but she wasn't being trafficked.
She's just an actress, though, too.
Both.
But she did have sex with him. She was going to get pregnant, if you remember.
And I'm sure it's complicated. That's shitty what happened to him.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Can you consent to someone that's not being who they are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like, hey, I consent to this character that the actress is playing. However, I didn't consent to fucking Mary Joe Blow. I'm so bad with coming up with names.
Let me tell you
no one's named Mary Joe Blow.
What is happening?
I'm so bad with making up names. It's so bad.
Let me tell you a little secret. Any person, any woman who's been out dating in life knows
they've been lied to.
To have a healthy dose of like suspicion about, I mean, not even just the guy who's trying to fuck you, but the guy who you're marrying, the guy who you're in a long-term relationship with, or even the fucking lady. I'm sure lesbians deal with it too. I'm sure everyone deals with it. You should have a healthy dose. Everyone should have a healthy dose of suspicion. Take things slowly or find other ways to protect yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, because people are, this is not funny, but like people are
okay. This podcast isn't all about the
people
laughs.
are gonna disappoint you.
Yes, of course.
Like, I feel like you have to go in with that. I think most adults go in to the world with that assumption, and then the right people can help break that down and you decide who you let in more. But I think you go in assuming everything is shitty. But have fun.
I like to go in thinking everything is perfect, and then when it's not, I'm like, well, fuck.
Spiral.
Yeah. That's what
Just spiral. It's a good way.
I like to assume. I pretty much trust everybody until they show me any sign of untrustworthiness, and then I don't trust them at all.
Okay. I have to tell you about, so my people watching in Cabo, the pool scene. Okay, so there's this cabana of these, like, I love women like this. Something about it just makes me feel so happy. It was these middle-aged women on a girls' trip. Like that middle age where they're like, I think they're still probably working, but they're like, they do this girls' trip every year. They don't give a fuck. They're at the age where they're just like, whatever. They're getting drunk. They're having a grand old
their
time.
Husbands, just going at it.
I don't think there's husbands in the picture, and here's why. So I think these are like divorcees, whatever. They're like 50, I'd say. You know, they're wearing the like cute one piece and the like big sun hat.
Getting juggalos.
And they are so very sweet ladies. Like they're talking to everyone. They're tipsy in the pool. There are 3 of them. And all day long, like their energy is just so good. They're vibing and they're so sweet to everyone, talking to everyone. And then halfway through the day, it's 4th of July, remember?
Yeah.
So halfway through the day, these people come down. One girl's in like the bikini top is like the blue with the stars and then the red and white stripes. She's like an American flag, big fake
Going to
tits.
Mexico, American flag.
Yeah, the
Got
guy
it.
is like jacked with the like barbed wire tattoo, and they're just like
yeah.
very
Yeah.
kind of trashy American, but you gotta love them.
American
They're
flag,
like yelling
blue
about
stripe
guns.
right there. I get it.
So the guy literally is talking about how he loves guns loudly in the pool. And then all of a sudden, I see that the three ladies are in the pool watching this. And then all of a sudden, we've been there for hours. All of a sudden in the cabana, another lady pops up out of nowhere. I haven't seen her all day.
Yeah.
And she's just like giving the stink eye to the people who are loudly talking about guns. She's just like pissed off. And it's hilarious to watch.
Damn.
And then
She went to Columbine.
and then she's like but like Karen-y in the Ugh.
I think we can joke about Columbine. It was like it's fucking 80 years
We can
ago.
joke about Columbine.
When did that happen? The 90s?
But
Come
is this
on.
Karen? So she's pissed at these people for
for
loudly
liking guns?
For liking guns.
I will say right now, I'm not on her side. I'm not like, I think owning a gun, there should be a lot more rules, different things like that. I'm not an anti-gun person when things are done correctly. I know they're very tough to do correctly. I don't want to piss anyone off, but whatever. So, but I'm not on her side, and this guy doesn't sound cool either.
Well,
this is how I'm assessing it so far.
These people definitely weren't cool.
Yeah, I don't like them, but I don't like her getting mad about someone just being like, I like guns. Anyone who's getting upset about someone else just being, I like this thing. That's their opinion. Let them like something.
And also, who gives a fuck?
Right,
Which is exactly the attitude of the other ladies. And you can just tell that the other three are like good time gals. And this lady's this lady's like the Debbie Downer of the crew. Like she hasn't even been in the pool, hanging out, drinking, partying with them all day long. Like this is the end of the day. Okay.
Yeah.
So she she gets in the pool, swims over to her friend, and we just start hearing her saying, you know, the SNL character that would like she was Debbie Downer and she would go to dinner with everyone.
Who played? What was that girl's name?
She's so great,
goofy looking, and like that's again sounds mean.
No, it's all good.
But she was a funny looking person, which made her so fucking funny.
Yeah,
she was just tiny, like sharp looking nose, very funny shaped. Like
she would just bring up like 9/11 out of nowhere.
She was adorable. Like it was very fun. Sorry.
So this lady is that lady of this crew, and you can tell they all just are kind of like used to it, but she like swims over. I'm not joking. We hear her say wild shit to her friends. She just like is like stank eye looking at the people, and then she swims over to her friend. She's like, "We're not going to have any luck here." And her friends are like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, we're not going to have any luck here. Have you seen the competition? There's nothing for us here." About the other women at the pool.
Damn.
She was like,
so they're on the prowl.
She was like, I think it was specifically for one friend, because then like to that one friend, she was like, "Honey, it's not happening for you."
Dang.
To her friend, like
That's really funny.
What a bitch.
That's funny.
Just like Debbie Downer and her friends are just like, they just laugh it off. They're like nothing, like whatever. But every other sentence from her was just like shitting on her friends.
Damn.
The weather was gorgeous. She's like, "I have sand in my bathing suit." Like everything was a problem.
Yeah.
But as an outsider looking in, it was hilarious.
That's great. People watching. Miserable
Hilarious
people
to
are
watch.
fun to watch because you're like,
And her
look,
friends
I
were
like
unfazed.
I like watching someone be miserable.
They were
Let
like,
them
"That's
ruin their
just
own-"
Jill."
Yeah.
That's
I'm high right now. I just realized I took an edible before this, and I was like very invested in this story. And
do you have the
halfway
Debbie
through,
Downer in your crew?
oh yeah, I totally do.
Can you say? You can't say.
You know what? I don't care. I think they know that they're Debbie Downer. And listen, I can be one once in a while. I try not to be as much as I used to be. I'm more of an interrupter. That's something I've been trying to work on for a while.
Two of us.
But I had a couple friends point it out to me, and that's when you know you got a problem. Is like when someone grabs you and like, "Hey man, could you just not interrupt?" And I was like, "Sorry." They're like, "You do it all the time," and I'm like, "I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you real quick." It's tough. I'm doing my best to be better about it, but this podcast does not help. We just interrupt each other the whole time.
I know.
That's okay.
I isolate myself. That's also not a good solution.
Instead of it, yeah.
Instead of interacting, like even at dinners, I'll like go leave for a minute. I literally put a video on the Patreon of me in a bathroom stall for 20 minutes so I wouldn't interrupt.
I gotta
people.
check out this Patreon.
We will post more.
We
I promise.
will, I'm sure. We're waiting until we get 1,000 more subscribers.
Just
I don't
1,000.
know.
You're so high.
No,
right
I'm not
now.
that high. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm having a good time. Remember that time I got high and you're like, you're more fun when you're high. I was thinking that today.
Honestly, it was
That's what I
really
was
fun
gonna
because you
try.
went into a lot of detail about soups, the best soups,
French onion, so good.
that it wasn't even on the list last time.
Broccoli and cheddar's up there.
Zero consistency here.
I got some chicken tortilla in the fridge if you want some afterwards.
You're munching right into the.
I know. I like it. Sorry, I'll stop. The carpet's fucked up. All right. Yeah, it's been a long week. I've been putting it back a little too hard, so I'm mentally exhausted.
Have you when you say putting it back too hard, you go and do sets and then you stay out past the set for no reason?
Well, there's reasons. I like to sleep at night.
Did these reasons have names?
No. Ku Agenti. I've been hanging out with him a lot lately.
Oh, that's
You
adorable.
know what? I've been very yes, I went to a concert the other day, and I think from afar it looks like my life is not lame. But if you talk to anyone I've ever dated or anyone, especially in the last fucking 8 years of my life, anyone I ever dated or anyone who knows me, I just go out, I do a set, then I go to another place, I do another set, then I go and do another place and I do an open mic or another set. And so like, I think last Monday I did 4 sets on a Monday, right? And so that's on a Monday, right? I did 4 different sets, and then I drank at a bar for the last hour with some friends, and I put it back pretty hard, but it's all just me sitting there and joking with my friend Sean. Mostly we just sit there and talk shit, and then every once in a while we'll have someone who shows up and we're like, hey, and then we talk shit, and then that's it. And so I just stay up for hours, and then since Australia I haven't been able to get any good sleep, so I've been going out and I've been drinking, and then I go home, and then I turn on Netflix and I just sober up watching Netflix. I don't even fall asleep.
Weed doesn't help you sleep?
Oh, no. I just get high and it's nice, but I don't sleep. But I just got prescribed sleeping pills. So I started taking those, and those I've been conking out.
Be
hard.
careful with those.
Wow. Come on. It makes me sleep right through my apnea.
Do you wear one of those machines?
No, I have one, and this is my insecurity. No, I cannot do that. No, I can't. I'll just lose a little more weight. I'll be fine. That's what happens. It comes and goes with more weight.
Do those strips work?
No, not really. Not really. It's not. I've lost a little bit of weight lately. I don't know if you've noticed.
He keeps mentioning that. He said, I don't know if you noticed, this is like the 17th podcast in a row.
Well, good. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but you throw up a picture of me at the first episode, you won't even recognize that hog.
Where are you at, pound-wise?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
You told us, it's too late. You told us that you lost 18 pounds maybe 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. I don't know right now. The binge has not been helping. I gotta say, I've been up. I've been going back up and back down every 2 days.
And you're about to go on vacation.
Vacation's easy. That's easy. You know what?
I lost weight on vacation.
I will do that too. I have a hard time being home.
God, that sounded awful. I know people hate.
You're so cool.
People hate
and skinny. Oh my God.
First of all, thank you. But also, people hate when skinny women talk about that stuff. So who cares?
Well, do they have any idea how much work and effort you put into making yourself puke after eating?
And on top of that, can I also just say that oh God, I don't know if this might need to be taken out.
Nope.
But genuinely, the first
That's
day,
the beautiful thing about the new production is we don't know how to take things out. Everything's
I think
here.
that this is true and honest, and so people want honesty. But also, it's so unlikable. I always say this, But I genuinely had like the first day of the trip, I had like a 3-hour breakdown about my body and how much I hate it. So like it may seem all like sunshine and skinny girl, but I
But it's really all broomsticks
I'm
and
really
gum pieces. I don't know.
you can't speak and I
you're
love
you're a sloppy scarecrow. That's what I always say.
I love that you can't form words
I know,
today
it's
at
not
all.
great. Want me to come up
Michael
with a name
B.
real
Jordan
quick?
Slop-
I'll come up
Sloppy.
with a new name.
Yeah, what would be my
Chuck
skinny girl
Dennessy.
nickname?
Oh,
If I was giving a fake name when I'm single and when I was in my early 20s, what would my fake name have been that I give?
Julia Pop Tart. I really was like panicking.
What was my fake name on my fake ID? Guess.
You had a fake ID, huh?
Yes, and I chose the name. I
chose it.
Yeah, I paid. I think I paid $100.
Karen. Ooh, all right. No. Sorry. Can I get a hint? Give me what it start with.
An N.
Wow, you put the N word on as your first name. Is it Nancy?
No, I knew you would guess. I kind of knew you would guess that.
Nico, Nika, Nicole.
Oh, close. Nicole, I feel
Nikki.
like it's good. Natalie Klein.
I don't think that's close.
Was my
to
fake
Nicole.
name.
Basically
And
just
kinda-
the N. But okay.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Natalie Klein.
I was dating
How'd you
a
spell
guy.
Klein?
I was dating a
CL
guy who
or
spelled
KL?
Kline, and I was obsessed with him, and I used it on my fake
Whoa,
ID.
wait, you used his last name. Did he break up with you once he found out?
I told you I never had I had 3-week
Yeah,
flings up
Gotcha.
until
Well, did he stop talking to you once he realized that?
no.
Seems like he did.
No. But we didn't do a lot of talking, and that's why I just made that face.
Ooh.
But he didn't stop hanging out with me. Come on.
Come on. Who wouldn't like to
Roll
jiggle
around
those
with a bag of
broomsticks?
Yeah, some people are into it.
Yeah.
The people that are into it are into it. It's a
I get
specific
it.
thing, you know.
I get it.
This was before Kim K and all the,
Yeah.
you know, this was like in the Kate Moss
Skinny
days.
girls had their time.
We had a
You
moment.
guys had a moment. Now it's all thick thigh saves lives.
Yeah.
Lives. I said that weird, but you know what I meant. But
Yeah.
And I get it. It's great. I think
Get
it's a
it.
good time to be alive. The dad bod, we had our thing for a while. I don't think it's as popular as it was, but man, it was popping. And I remember when the dad bod got popular, I was so excited. I was perfect. And it was really
You're
nice.
still perfect.
I know.
Do you have a plan for Mexico? Let's hear.
Well, this is neat. I ran into a friend at the bar the other day, and we were catching up. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. She used to date one of my friends. Like we were, it was all back in the day. It's pretty tight knit group. I feel like I had like my best friend, his girlfriend, my other best friend, his girlfriend, or whoever he was with. It was like 6 of us at any good time. It was just kind of that was the crew we hung out with all the time, and she was part of that crew for a little bit when she dated my friend. Anyways, we ran into each other at the bar, and we hadn't seen each other in forever. And they're like, "Hey, I'm going to Cancun next week." And I go, "Whoa, that's so weird." I go, "What day?" And literally, I was like, "Look at my flight." I was like, "I'm going Monday." She's like, "I'm going Monday." And so that's pretty funny.
Same flight?
No, different flight. But it's pretty exciting still. We're like, so Zod doesn't come in until the next day. And so I think I'm just going to meet up with her and whatever they're doing, and then we're just going to drink.
So fun.
Yeah, it should be kind of fun. It will be. It's always fun seeing people in a different country.
Yeah.
And so, and it's not like I plan to go with this person, but it's kind of nice that I'll have a friend there. I was really just going to sit on the beach by myself. But other than that, I have zero plans, right? Because Zod, DevG, best friend in the world. Sorry. He's coming on Tuesday morning, and then we're just going to sit on the beach. We're going to write all sorts of different things. We're going to record some episodes of a new podcast that we're doing, and then we're just going to try to write a pilot or some jokes or whatever. We're going to spend all week sitting on the beach, drinking tequila, writing, laughing, putting in some good quality time. I miss that guy. you know.
And the sex at night.
No sex.
No.
I wouldn't. That's another bag of bones. He's too skinny for
I
me.
know.
You guys look like fucking twins.
We do have the joke.
You have the same silhouette.
It always hits whenever I go up after him, and I'm like, we have the same body.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. We really do.
And so really, I'm just gonna hang out with him. We're gonna eat good food, be on the beach, write a bunch of stuff. Maybe I hear there might be some comedy in Cancun, and so I might
maybe in Riviera Maya.
I might try to look up something, see if I can get a little guest spot or something.
But also, can I suggest something that I think would be good for you? I'm going to anyway, because that's kind of my vibe. You need to have like a time set aside, a full day.
Okay.
Where you promise yourself that you're just gonna drink tequila, have great food, not write a single word, not think about comedy, not do comedy. Stop. Stop. I can already see you shaking.
Okay.
And give yourself that gift. Maybe get a massage on the beach. It's cheap as hell.
Okay.
You know, talk to one of the like girls selling whatever hats on the beach that left for 2 weeks in Cancun and then just decided to live down there and is like a hippie and wants to show you like her cool, wares and take you to the cool and that. Just like be in a day that's not. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do comedy the rest of the time or write the rest of the time or record your podcast or do all the things, but like give yourself one day or half a day, if a full day is too scary, where you're literally just enjoying Zod's company, catching up with your friend, drinking, eating good food, meeting people.
We will do some drinking and eating good food. However, the whole purpose of the trip is we're calling it a writer's retreat. It's the two of us. We want to do it yearly. We might add more people to it someday, but it's a writer's retreat. So the whole plan is for us to bounce bits and write and comedy and also that's what we love doing. I get that it is a job, but it's like it's all I care about.
I get it, but that is the fact that it's all you care about isn't. I'm just saying a day of balance. I know that sounds wild to you, but there is more to life than a fleshlight joke. That's all I'm saying.
I'm working on it. It's pretty good. And
I'm sure it is.
I'm working on it.
I'm sure it's great.
I love writing a joke. You get a joke, you get an idea for a joke. It sucks. The idea is okay, but the joke sucks. And then you go up and you bomb, and then you twist it, and then it gets a little better, and then you twist it, and it gets a little. It's a puzzle. It's a fucking.
Yeah, and seeing you like take care of it, and then it like goes, and then it like grows, and then it's like a fully.
And then
formed
you find
thing.
out it was a meme, and so it's great.
I mean. It was just a suggestion. I'm not saying it's gonna work.
I'll take a vacation day when I come see you in Mexico.
Yeah,
that's when I'll take some vacation days. This is for me. This is a work trip.
Yeah, but you should also. There is definitely comedy in Mexico City, and you should just see it.
Yeah. I want to know. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like going to see comedy that much.
No, I'm saying you should see it. Like you should see the scene, the comedy scene.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. We're gonna plan that. It'll be fun. All right, guys. Let's take a question.
And yeah, please call in with your questions or text us or send us a message on Instagram. But the number to call to leave a voicemail is 832-744-9492.
We did that nicely at the end.
That was really good.
Together. Ben, what do you got?
All right, we've got a message. Here we go. I, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 31 male, have been together since I was 16. I'm wanting to break up with him, but he always manages to make me stay, whether it's blackmail or just promising he will change. I've lived with him since I was 16, but now I want to live life and not have to be home all the time. I want to experience life. I have a full-time job. I can afford to be on my own, but all the bills are in my name. I emotionally checked out a long time ago. I've just been with him for so long. Any advice?
Well, this seems pretty cut and dry.
Red Flag City.
First off, you can only be blackmailed if you did something. Just throwing that out there.
That's what you took from that?
No, I took a lot from it, but I'm just saying, you got to get out of there, obviously. That's not even a question. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't. I thought it was so obvious that I didn't even have to say, "Hey, you should leave this guy." You got to leave the guy, but he's blackmailing you to stay, which made me just wonder, what'd you do? What's the blackmail about? But what could even be? Did he? You know what you would have to blackmail me with to stay in a relationship I don't want to be in? It would have to be bad. It would have to be that time that me and my friends were driving down the road and we accidentally hit a fucking person and he died and we got rid of the body and then he came after us as murderer. And
You're just confessing to murder.
I know. I'm just saying.
This is the second time you've given that specific example.
Well, it's just I know what you did last summer. That's a movie.
Sure.
That's a movie. And so unless it's that, what is, what's you gonna, you cheated on me, I'll tell everybody. Nobody gives a shit. So what is the issue?
You're so laser focused on this. I bet it's not even that deep. I bet it's just like he's saying like you'll be nothing without me. The typical lines
that's not
men
blackmailing.
say like
that's not blackmail. She said blackmail. Blackmail is very different. Blackmail is you did this, and if you don't do this for me, I'm gonna tell everybody. That's a whole fucking thing.
Or like if you don't stay with me, it could just be like personal relationship shit. Like I'll show everyone the sex tape. Like
there you go.
That's porn.
See, that is, yes. So maybe that's what the blackmail is. In which case, yeah.
Can I say what struck me, which was like nothing to do with what you just said, which is first of all, she's 23, he's 31. Okay, she's like, we've been together forever. Like how
she's
long?
23, 21.
31.
31. What's the math? That's
She's a baby. Like, how long have y'all actually been together?
He was like 24
or something like that.
when they hooked up, I think.
Well,
wait, how long did she say they've been together, Ben?
Since she was 16.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, maybe you should be doing the blackmail.
Yeah, exactly. Are you kidding me? You have you have more ammo.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
But also, I mean, I don't know.
It's time to go. Get a new one.
It's time to go. It's so obviously time to go. And you even said like you don't rely on him financially. I don't understand the blackmail thing either. Like what's keeping you?
I would love to know that. I tell everybody, be single. Get rid of your other. No, if you're in a bad relationship, if things aren't going right, you've made efforts to, fix it. It doesn't work. There's no sense in wasting your time.
How long did it take you to get out of your relationships?
Sometimes very long.
Right? So
it's tough. I get it. I'm not an expert, especially in your 20s. You're like,
I think women like will hold out even longer, even if they know first. Like I have had so many experiences where I've had a friend with a shitty partner and you can tell them till you're blue in the face. First of all, you could lose them as a friend if you tell them. People just have to figure it out on their own. So like, unfortunately, I feel like we can say whatever.
We can say whatever, but your friends can't. And they all know that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. We can say whatever, but that's because if you guys do stick it out together, no one's going to be like, we showed those podcast people, but if your friend tells you that, then you're going to, whoever gave you that advice is going to, it's not good.
I hope you're using birth control, girl. Get out before.
Get pregnant.
Do not. Don't. I feel like such a mom. I don't have kids. And so now I'm realizing I'm just barren as fuck. And so what I'm doing instead is just like giving people in their 20s advice they didn't ask for. To like replace it.
Yeah, that's like these are your kids.
Yeah,
we got to come up with a name. The people that write in, the people that listen to the podcast. We got to have a fun name for them.
Play on my
like the
dead never lived.
My Messies.
Kids.
That's it seems a little flamboyant.
I feel like they should. It'd be kind of fun if they vote on their name.
The Messies. Send a tweet or message us. I would love to hear some ideas. The mess haulers. I thought haulers, but that's not great.
Holler like they holler at us.
Oh, okay.
But I still feel like messies. But there's something.
Mess pots.
Messers.
My mess bags. No.
Bags?
Yeah, my mess bag. It's my colostomy bag. My mess bag.
What about hot messes?
hot messies. My hot and messies or my
It's 2 word. I feel like it has to be 1 word. Although one of my favorite podcasts, they had their people vote and they voted piss pigs, which is an amazing.
I would love to call you guys piss pigs.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
They
love
voted
to
on
hear,
it.
Yeah, I would love to hear any idea that is good.
It doesn't even have to be off a mess hall.
Messies. I like messies.
I kind of like Messi's the best of the ones we've
Yeah,
said.
yeah. What's up, my messies?
It sounds a little bit like fans of that.
Messies and
Soccer
messers.
player.
I like that. Messies and messers.
That's so binary.
What about my messers?
That's so.
All my messers out there.
Messi's is
And
cuter.
then people that like Ben, like they like the podcast, but Ben's their favorite part. They could be called Ben heads.
Ben heads?
Yeah, Ben heads.
There are no Ben heads.
There's one. It's my
I'm
wife.
kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah.
What's up, Taylor?
For now.
Hey, my brother's a active listener too. Give him a shout out.
Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to Ben's
brother.
brother.
You don't have a name?
His name's Matt.
Oh, Matt heads.
What's up?
I'm a Matt head. Anyone listens to a podcast, I'm a fan of theirs.
Messy Matt.
Yeah, he's a messer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, messies and messers are pretty fun. I don't think messy necessarily means girl or guy, and messer means girl or guy. But I like my messies and my messers. Like there are messy people, and then there are people that mess up things. Those are the messers. So we got the messies and the messers. What are you? Are you a messy or a messer? That's fun. I think I did it.
I kind of like that. The messies.
I solved it out.
The messers cause the problem that our messies call in about.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a messer. And then
Messy is the
messies.
cutest one.
Yeah, and those are the messy. Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Look at
Yeah.
that. We figured that out live on air.
You're a messy.
Well, not live, but
This
you know what I
girl's
mean.
definitely a messy though. And girl,
Yeah,
you get
rid of that messer. See?
rid of that messer.
Yeah, he's a. I had a couple red flags when he was 27.
A mess
and
hole.
dating you at 16, at 10 years, whatever. I don't know. Pretty nuts. Yeah, I don't even know. This is such an open and shut case for me on it. I don't even feel like I have any good advice besides just like leave, run. as
Unless
fast
the
as you can.
blackmail is something like you described, and then you're fucked.
Or
you have to stay
that's
with him
true.
forever.
Or maybe she wasn't talking about blackmail. She was talking about their swingers, and she sticks around because he gets her a black male.
She can get her own blackmail.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe she's into swinging. I don't know.
She needs him to wingman her at the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah, I think it's easier that way.
One detail is maybe like she just needs a practical way to do it. Yeah.
A practical way to leave.
That's ultimately what she's kind of asking. She knows that she wants out.
She's financially independent, so it
Get
strikes
out.
me.
Stay with a friend for a while. Do whatever you got to do. Just get the fuck out.
Okay, so this is true, and I don't know what this guy does for work or what he does on the weekends or whatever, but I at one point, what's up, Carl? Carl's joining the podcast.
Uh-oh.
That's so cute.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Carl kind of loves me. I feel like Carl wants in
Carl's
with me
having
again.
some issues lately. She's been stressed out. Carl, she
Carl,
doesn't
come
like
up
this
with
shoe.
me.
Look at this.
So let me just say what I think. At one point, my then boyfriend
Okay.
was going to Las Vegas on a boys' trip with his friend.
Okay.
We're mostly friends with the boy, the guy.
Gotcha.
And we're only friends with his girlfriend because we know him.
Okay.
But I'd done things with her, just she and I, a handful of times, whatever, gone on a happy hour, whatever.
Girl stuff. Fun.
They leave for Las Vegas and she calls me up and she's like, Jamie, I need your help. And I'm like, of course, we're happy to help. The guys are out of town this week. Do you want to hang out this weekend? She's like, well, I don't want to hang out. I need your help moving. I'm moving everything out while he's in Las Vegas. Can you help me? She knew that she had the apartment to herself all weekend long. And I like her. I also like him.
Yeah.
My husband that then boyfriend was with him.
Yeah.
But I took the weekend, helped her move all of her shit out while he was going to definitely be out of town and she had free range to get her stuff. She'd already planned before the trip where she was going to move to. Do that when he's out of town. You have your own money.
I'm not sure if this guy goes out of town much. I'm just throwing that out there.
Maybe, or whatever.
Seems like a
hanging out with his
big lose.
Hanging out with his friends, crashing at his friends for the weekend, having a boys' weekend. I
Playing
don't know.
Halo, or whatever.
Yeah, find a place you like. Do some research on your own. Where when you know he's not around, put some money down.
Just pack a bag and leave.
Once you put that deposit down on a new apartment, you have set a specific plan in motion that you can't roll, like you have committed. So you're moving into that place. So force yourself. Sometimes I have to force myself to do something. I'll procrastinate and I have to force myself. Like even working out, like I'll go to a class where I know other people will be there, where I have to do it because there are other people there, right? I've already paid for it. I can't get my money back. Same thing with this apartment. I mean, it's a little different, but do something where you have committed to this thing and you can't get out of it. So it's gonna happen. Just have something in play where you're forced to do it and then you can't look back because it's done.
Hell yeah. I'm with you. Get out of here. Just leave. There's nothing. Also, you're young enough. Start over. I've started over a couple times in my life and it feels kind of nice. But I think they have to just leave the person. I think we're all in agreement. If we didn't help you, no one can help you because it's just easy. That's the easiest one. Run away from this guy.
It's not easy, so that's why you have to force yourself.
It's easy.
Do something that forces it.
Easily.
Forces your own hand.
Yeah, cheat on him. Okay, maybe that's not the best idea.
Don't cause more mess. Just
all right, but it is time for you to move on, and it's also time for us to move on because we have to go.
Did we help?
Maybe. I think so. Jamie, you got anything to plug?
So I'm only in town for a few more weeks. So if you guys are watching this in July, just go to jamierowancomedy.com. My shows before I leave for Mexico City are on there. And
you basically live in Mexico now.
I'm going to be in Mexico for 1 month. And apparently Andrew's coming.
I'm coming for 17 days of it.
Yep.
I'm going to Iowa and that's going to be fun. I'm opening for Mark Norman. You can get tickets there if there's any left. Probably not. I'm also roasting you in September. What? You know the date?
September 8th? Yeah, we're going to roast each other.
Yeah, we're doing a roast. It will be the first. It'll be, if you're from Houston, this will be the first time you'll see us on stage. And we're doing a roast battle on someone else's show. We should have really done it ourselves and promoted it. But, who are we? We're stupid idiots.
I love it. It's Will Loden, and it'll
be
a
fun show, and we'll, anyways, we're gonna promote it and have a bunch of people come out. It'll be the first time that we'll be out for sure on a confirmed show together. So if you guys are listening, you should come out, get a ticket at theriot.com or something, or Riot Comedy.
Is it at the Riot? I don't even know.
It's
what
a
details?
Riot show. It is. It's at Rudyard's, and it'll be fun. It's going to be exciting. You'll see us roast each other. If you know her personally, message me. And
you have plenty of ammunition.
I got plenty of ammunition, and you got nothing on me.
You just gave an evil
I'm
look.
Perfect.
All
I
right.
got nothing. I'm gonna Eminem myself. You can't get me. So what? I do live in a trailer with my mom. My friend Cheddar Bob did shoot himself in the head.
You're trying to confuse me. I already know. I already have things. You don't even know.
Okay, fine.
I'm filing things away.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's the episode. Thanks for listening. Follow me at No Youngblood, at the Mess Hall Pod,
at the Jamie Rowan.
all that stuff. Thank you so much. Edibles.